Welcome back to In Your Neighborhood. I'm your host, Charlotte Brown, and on today's show, we've been talking about Grace Place. My guest today has been Melody Maximchuk, who's the pastor and executive director of Grace Place, along with her husband. And we've talked about all the stuff that you do there and what it takes to run the organization, but I'm curious in terms of the money that it takes to keep something like this going. So who funds Grace Place?
Well, Grace Place is funded with donations. Interested individuals, churches, whoever wants to donate, and we pass the plate on Sundays.
Yeah.
As well, I just want to mention that a lot of our projects that we've fundraised for have been fundraised by community organizations here in Thunder Bay, like the Rotary Club, Thunder Bay Community Foundation.
Right.
A lot of great agencies that have
Do
donated.
great work.
Yes,
And a lot of generous people in this city. You know, they always say Thunder Bay's got a giant heart, and for sure they do. So you have some great fundraisers that you do that are, you have a great annual fundraiser. So maybe we'll start with the coldest night of the year and talk about that next.
Yes, okay. Well, the coldest night of the year is a 2, 5, and 10K walk that is held on February 20th of this year. And this is our 4th year involved in this walk. And I guess it's a way of getting out into the community and walking a route where most of the homeless people or those that are on the street will be walking. It kind of gives you an idea of what it's like to be out in the cold, you know, on a cold winter night. But it's not just another walk, right? It's a chance to raise funds for Grace Place and to collect pledges and to get donations. And this year we're raising money to replace our roof at Grace Place.
Which is very important to be able to do that.
Yes.
And this is a significant fundraiser for Grace Place. This is probably your biggest fundraiser that you run each year.
Yes, we really only do one fundraiser a year, and it is the coldest night of the year.
Right.
Yeah.
So tell me a little bit about how people register for this.
Okay, so you can go online at coldestnightoftheyear.org, and you can register on location, which would be Grace Ministries of Thunder Bay, which would be for Grace Place. And you can register as a captain, you can have your own team, you get your own page, fundraising page, or you can be a walker to walk on someone's team, or you can just show up on walk day and you can walk as well.
Right.
There's a $25 fee, but with that fee you get a coldest night of the year toque to keep you warm as you walk. But for those that want to do a little bit more, if they fundraise and collect pledges of more than $150, then your $25 fee is waived.
Wow. So that's a really nice incentive to kind of get out there and get family and friends or your coworkers or a whole group involved and make it a great night for a great organization for sure.
Yes.
And where does the walk start?
The walk starts at Summit Church on Finlayson Street.
Right.
And it goes all the way past the Fort William Gardens, the CLE to Simpson. Then all the way down Simpson, about halfway is the Grace Place rest stop.
Right.
So you'll be able to see Grace Place and take a little tour in there, grab something to drink.
Warm up with a cup of coffee?
Yeah, and some Tim Hortons coffee and some donuts. And head out again past the City Hall, down back to Syndicate to Finlayson Street at Summit Church. And when we get there, there's a free chili supper for all walkers. And Dave's an excellent cook. Actually, he is our cook at Grace Place.
Yes.
So you get to taste his
and I
hot
can
chili.
attest to it because I was in it last year and that was the best chili. There was like the regular or there was the hot chili, and it was not too hot. It was a little bit spicy, but it was delicious. It was such a good job.
And now this year we have a vegetarian chili.
Nice. So very good incentive there. And then now you have a new fundraiser that you're just launching. So let's talk a little bit about that.
Okay. This fundraising initiative is also for our roof. The roof renovation will probably be between $100,000 and $125,000 to replace the roof. So we've come up with a really keen idea. And we're looking for 20,000 friends for Grace Place.
Nice.
And what we want to do is we're asking 20,000 friends to donate $5. And with those funds, we can get what we need to replace the roof. For those that want to purchase a t-shirt, you can purchase one at Grace Place for $20. And that would include your donation of $5 as well.
Right.
And we'll be at the Country Market this Saturday, and you can purchase a T-shirt there.
Right, right. Which I think this will probably air after that, but people can definitely find it at Grace Place as
yes,
well. So
yes.
if they don't catch you at Country Market, which you may be there, maybe more than just once anyway. So,
Well,
but
we need 20,000 friends, so
yeah,
we
you'll
may
be doing this
there.
for a while. Yeah, yeah, and it's a great place to catch people. Everybody goes out there on a Saturday to catch what's going on. So definitely to check that out. And a nice way to break it down. Everybody's got an extra $5. If you'd like a T-shirt too, you can add it, but it's that $5 that's really going to go a long ways to be able to make a difference for sure.
I think everyone can be a friend. We have even individuals that access our services quite regularly. They have been donating their $5.
Right.
And I have pictures of them.
That's wonderful. Yeah,
It
you'll have to
warms
start
my
putting
heart.
those up on social media and stuff
Yes,
like that. So
yes.
really get the buzz going and people sharing it with their friends and all that kind of stuff. That's the power of social media for sure. And I don't know if we mentioned it, let's talk about the website that people go on to find more information about the coldest night of the year and where to register and all that, because it's not your website.
Yeah, no, it's coldestnightoftheyear.org.
Right.
Thunder Bay.
Yes, and also this is a fundraiser that goes on throughout the country, doesn't it? I don't know if it's
Yes,
Ontario
it's
or throughout the country, so make sure you
Canada.
select Thunder Bay.
Yes,
It's
it's
very
Canada.
important to register under Thunder Bay. So.
There's 92 other locations across Canada.
Wonderful. So let's talk about a good news story of someone that's been helped, came off the streets and bettered their life because of Grace Place.
Okay, well, when I think of that, I think of Mark. We've known Mark for over 14 years, and we've helped him in various situations. Driving him here, bringing him food, and so on. He was caught in a very heavy addiction. He lived on the streets for many years. In fact, his girlfriend lost her life in the process of him trying to find his way as well. And so one day, he just came into Grace Place like any other day. He was very cold, and he said, "Can you give me a ride to detox?" And I'm like, yeah. We've given him rides before, but I just had this feeling, this is it. Drove him over, and yeah, he's been clean for over 3 years. And not only that, he's really caught just that cause, that passion of wanting to help others that have been through what he's been through.
Right.
And so now he's co-leading, along with Natalie, at Grace Place on Thursdays. At 12 o'clock to 1:30, he's co-leading Narcotics Anonymous. And so that's a group that for those that are struggling with their addictions. And so he's giving back.
Wow.
Yeah, very good news story.
Very.
And very, very happy for Mark that he's made it through.
Absolutely. And I'm sure that's just one of many that you've seen over the 16 years, is it? 16
Yes.
years that you've been doing this work. So, kudos to you and your husband for getting this kind of started and having that kind of impact on the city, because I'm sure over those years you've seen a lot of wonderful things happen for sure for people that really need it in our community.
Yeah, we're happy to be there at that time when it's needed.
Right. So let's refer people that if they're wanting to get involved, find out more information where they should go to learn more about Grace Place.
Okay, so we do have a website. You can go to, just trying to remember the name of it.
Well, we can put the website up on the screen,
Okay.
so no worries
You can
there.
go to our website.
Yeah.
You can also come to Grace Place, and we can give you a tour, and we can let you know what the volunteer opportunities are. Volunteer opportunities, Tuesday, Wednesday, we usually start at 10 o'clock. You just come. You don't need to even call ahead. You don't need to be on a schedule. You can just show up, and we'll give you a job. There's always something to do at Grace Place.
Awesome. And I've got the website right here. So it's graceplacethunderbay.com. You can call Melody at 473-3538 too.
Yes.
As well. So we'll put that up on the screen. So I want to thank you, Melody, for being on the show today and enlightening us more about Grace Place. Everything that you do here in the city, it's much needed work, and we appreciate that, the work that you and your husband and all the volunteers do to make that happen. And I want to thank everybody for tuning in today. Be sure to watch more next week on In Your Neighborhood.